What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Monday. Uh, I'm doing a lot better today than I was 2 weeks ago. I'm taking it step by step, uh, being patient, and slowly, ingraining myself back into work. So I'm doing a lot better. A lot better. I feel like there's less pressure on my back when it comes to the whole situation 2 weeks ago. But it's improving. It's improving. So I'm gonna take it one step at a time. But this is not the video what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this discussion that I had a couple days ago with a friend of mine, and we were talking about like why is it so hard for people to commit to a relationship or in marriage. Um, and I gave the my honest advice, my honest opinion about it, and after I've been single for 7 years, and you know the last relationship that I was in was eye opening for me because I'll let y'all know that I think I told you this in the last video that I cheated on my ex, and I don't condone cheating at all. It was a eye opening experience. I felt like I failed, and then I moved back to my parents' house and try to reassure myself and try to figure stuff out. But anyway, after we broke up, I spent a lot of my time working on myself. As you guys can see, I've been pursuing bodybuilding as my passion. And throughout the 7 years that I've been single, I've not been in a relationship. I've dated. Don't get me wrong, I dated, but I just was not. I was not in the relationship stage. I learned a lot about myself and what I expect out of myself, and I guess my potential partner. And I also realized that I think we are ingrained to the idea that love should be superficial. Love is what do you call it? Love is determined based upon like your actions, your you know behavior, your decision making. Like for example, like, oh, in order for me to love you, I have to take you to the Cheesecake Factory at 8 o'clock every Saturday, or like if you love me, you have to give me flowers every Friday. That sort of ideology. I just think that I think we put a lot of expectations into not only to us but to our potential date or potential partner because that's what we were told from society and from media that that's what we're supposed to do. Like I always tell people all the time, every time they have like relationship issues or marriage issues, is like y'all got to stop listening to these R&B music videos and these Hallmark movies and these Lifetime movies, because what you're doing is you're emulating what you see on TV or hear in music and try to emulate that into your own life because you think that by doing so that gives you the biggest picture of love. It's not. It's a nice gesture. It's a nice, and genuine gesture to do. But if you're not that type of person that does those gestures, you shouldn't be forced to do it because now you're forcing yourself to try to love someone based upon those gestures that you've done for them. And my friend had like he was eye open. Uh, he was amazed and memorized by like what I was saying because again, we put these standards on ourselves. Be like, you have to get married by in your 30s. You have to have kids before you turn 30. I'm like, but who tells you these things? Who told you that there's a rule book and you have to abide by the rule book? No one told you this. Society told you this. Previous generations told you this. Your parents told you this. Your grandparents told you this because it was ingrained into your brain. That's why I always say with this mantra that love is a bond, not an expectation. And when you build that special bond with somebody, no matter who it is, whether if it's a man and a woman, or woman woman, or man and man, or if it's just friends and all that sort of stuff, whatever it is, right? That bond is going to be your strongest bond ever. Like you build that bond, you know, with that individual. It's I don't know. It's just it's something very special about it. You build that bond with that individual, or you build your bonds with your friends. I mean, like that makes a special moment for you guys because you guys laugh, you guys cry, you guys uh, confide in each other, you trust each other, and to me, I feel like that's the most special thing you can do for somebody, whether it's a friend or a potential partner, whatever the case may be. I think that's the most important thing. Where you got, like, for example, when you have friends over and you can confide in your friends and you just sit here and you just talk about stuff, you confide in each other. Now potential partners, like, you build that bond based upon the similar interests that you guys have, and you guys get to listen to each other and know about each other. That's the whole point of building a bond, especially if you're trying to pursue a relationship and or marriage. Like, the whole point is to understand each other, that you guys are never going to be like intertwined, because I've seen a lot of relationships where the partner or the girlfriend or the boyfriend gets jealous because their other partner are like, oh, you didn't do this for me, like you're not spending time with me. But it's like, but spending time is a great gesture, yes, but it should never occupy majority of that individual's time, because again, they're independent. You have to allow themselves to be independent and let them grow as an independent while sharing your values and morals with each other, you know, throughout the time you guys are spending time with each other. Um, yeah, I think that when people start realizing that love is a bond, not an expectation, I truly believe that that will build the strongest bond ever. Like, fellas, girls, I'm telling you right now, take the time. My advice to y'all is that take your time when you go on dates. Be patient with your potential partner. Be patient with your friends. Build that bond. Stop being in a rush to fall in love, because if you fall in love so quickly, that's when the expectation starts to hit. You're putting a lot of expectations not only on yourself, but you're on your partner too, and that's not right. I've always told, like, I went on a couple of dates. Well, actually, my last date that I was dating, it was mutual. I had no animosity. I told him, like, look, I don't have no animosity towards you. At the end of the day, I want you to be there as a friend, because I rather I rather have you there as a friend than not have you there at all, and that means a lot. Sure, you know it didn't work out. That's fine. I rather have him be honest with me than hold that in and be miserable with me. Because I don't want anyone to be miserable. I want them to be happy. I want them to be like, pursue their happiness. Whether if it was me or with somebody else, I'm happy that you're here. That's all I have to say. You know. And anybody who you date, just be happy that you had the opportunity to date them. Have the opportunity to get to know them. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Just say, it's okay. I'm glad to have met you. I'd rather have you there as a friend than never have you at all. Because life, again, I know we all say this, but life is short. It can be taken away from you. So it's better to not leave bad blood behind and then have regrets. Um, yeah. So guys, keep that in mind when you go on dates, or you're in a relationship, or you're in marriage. Love is a bond, not an expectation. Allow you guys to flourish by yourselves for a while, but also come together when it's time and share those values, share those morals, share your interest. Because you guys don't gotta y'all don't gotta be up on each other 24/7 because that's annoying. To me, that's fucking annoying. Like, please don't. If anybody's dating me, for the love of God, please don't be on top of me because I'm like, I got shit to do. Like, we can share values and everything. Like, but like, don't be calling me every fucking minute and be like, "Oh, what you doing?" No, like, I ain't got time for that. You got to learn how to respect me. Respect that I'm an individual. I'm an introvert. This is who I am. And that's another thing too, guys. Before I end this video, you have to learn to love all of them, not parts of them. Don't just pick one day and say, "Oh, I love bits and pieces of you," but the other day I don't like this piece of it. It's okay for you not to like a portion of what they have. It's okay. But the whole point of being in a relationship and marriage is to love all of them. Their flaws, their likes, their traits, their desires, hell, even their secrets. I mean, we all have secrets, we all have desires, we all have traits that we may not like, but that's okay. It's okay. Have that hard conversation. That's another thing too with dating. Have the hard questions first. Ask the hard questions. If you don't ask them the hard questions, you're waiting until the very end to ask it, and then you're going to be surprised, and then you're going to be shocked, or either you be shocked or disappointed. I, in my dates, I always have a transparent communication. I've always keep the communication line open, transparent, and honest. And I always like asking the hard questions because I want to make sure where your head is at, where your mind space is at. So, fellas, girls, ladies, keep this video in mind when you're pursuing relationships and dating, or if you're married. Keep that in mind. That love is a bond, not an expectation. All right, I'm about to head inside. It's getting hot, and I just got back from the gym not too long ago, and I'm about to take a shower. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.